time to come soon and very soon, I'm certain. You guys know that I've had, well, I do a lot of funerals, but had an aunt through marriage that passed away, and her and my uncle never had any kids, and so there was no family left, maybe a cousin somewhere or something, but no immediate family. And so I found out that upon her passing that there was going to be a lot of things that I had to take care of, making sure that her end-of-life requests were taken care of. And she wanted to be cremated, and so I had to get all that taken care of and everything. But Maria, you know how ignorant I am. I am so absent-minded. I do the dumbest things. So, as laugh, funny. Hey, listen, I deal with death all the time, folks. So I have to find a way to poke a little humor in from time to time, or it drives me absolutely insane. I mean, death is diabolical when you just live in the midst of it all the time. It gets depressing. So, they had called me from Dan Carter Mortuary, and it hadn't worked out. We were supposed to take the ashes to Bond Chapel and have them buried, and something happened, and this took place, and that took place. And so they said, hey, what do you think about just coming and picking them up, and we'll get all the details worked out later? I said, yeah, that's cool. I said, I'll be up to get them. So go up to Dan Carter. There's a little piece of paper I got to sign or whatever. They have a beautiful green bag and a plastic container, and inside that plastic container, there's a plastic bag, and Virginia's ashes are in there, right? Well, just to be ignorant and to mess with my sisters, because I know how they are. They get the heebie-jeebies over everything like that, and my daughters too. So I put Virginia in the seat next to me in the truck, and I buckled her in, and I took a couple pictures of her, and I said, hey, look who I got riding with me today. Well, I got to the house, and the dogs were barking. Everybody wanted to go outside, so I just jumped out of the truck, left Virginia sitting there. Reva didn't think anything about it. I haven't had her with me. You know what I mean? Not used to carrying the truck. And so the next day I got out and I had to take Carrington somewhere, and you guys will love this, man. My daughter, her mouth don't ever quit. It just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so she's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da around the side of the truck. You know, kids, they just move and do things as they're talking. And so she's just grabbing stuff, and she opens the door up and she grabs that bag, and and all of a sudden it all clicks. I'm like, oh, I forgot and left Virginia's ashes in the truck overnight. And so she's like, got this bag in her hand, and I said, oh, I see you got Virginia. She said, oh, Dad, why did you do that stuff to me? I said, I really didn't intend for that to happen to you, but now that it did, it was absolutely great. I love it. I got a little bit of laugh out of it. I'm sure Virginia got a laugh out of it at some point. I don't know. But those are the kind of lunatic things that happen in my life. Every single day I go through things that transpire and take place that some people tell me this, Reno, you need to write a book. I said, nobody'd ever believe it anyway. You'd have to put it in the fiction section of the book categories, because there's no way anybody would believe the stuff that I go through every day in my life takes place and transpires. But it does.